The first ever World Superbike race at Balaton Park got off to a dramatic start. Toprak Razgatlioglu got the whole shot ahead of former Yamaha teammate Andrea Locatelli, but at turn 2 there was a big crash with 7 riders going down. The race promptly red flagged. It appeared that Andrea Iannone had his rear wheel off the ground heading into turn 2 and got sideways when it landed, clattering into Petrucci and triggering a chain reaction of events. The onboard from Jonathan Rea giving a clear view of Iannone hitting the back of Petrucci before the rest of the riders came down, with Iannone, Petrucci, Jari Montella, Remy Gardner, Ika Lecuona and Garrett Gerloff all hitting the deck. Iannone was given a double long lap penalty for irresponsible riding, while Petrucci wasn't able to make it out for the sighting lap in the 1 minute the pit lane was open. He was forced to start from the back of the grid. Ryan Vickers didn't make the restart either. Ika Lecuona and Remy Gardner were taken to the medical centre and declared unfit. When the race restarted over 20 laps, Toprak Razgatlioglu once again got the whole shot into turn 1, leading Andrea Locatelli. Nicolo Bulega had ground to make up on his title rival, and he started by getting ahead of teammate Alvaro Bautista. Sam Lowes was on a charge as well as he looked for a first feature-length race podium, getting ahead of Andrea Locatelli, who was smoking his boot, trying to slow down, as he was when Nicolo Bulega came past at turn 5. Locatelli found himself in P4 but was soon back in the podium places when Sam Lowes crashed out of P2 at turn 2 before Alvaro Bautista demoted the Yamaha rider outside of the rostrum places once again. There was a fierce fight brewing over 7th with Montella, Gerloff, Jonathan Rea and Xavi Vierge all involved. Montella almost running into the back of Rea in the early stages of that battle, allowing Gerloff through. However, with 6 laps to go, Montella found himself ahead of the quartet of riders. Jonathan Rea was having a strong race until that point, crashing out at turn 1 and dropping all the way towards the back of the field. Danilo Petrucci had fought his way up to P6 and that soon became P5. He moved ahead of Alex Lowes, who ran wide at turn 5 before Jonathan Rea had his second crash of the race, this time at turn 4, losing the front of his Yamaha R1 machine and tumbling into the gravel, his race over. At the front of the field, it was all under control for reigning champion Toprak Razgatlioglu, the #1 BMW rider, claiming victory, his 7th in a row and becoming the first winner at Balaton Park in World Superbike and taking victory in World Superbike's 999th race. Victory for El Turco also extended his lead at the top of the championship standings, albeit the gap still only 9 points after Nicolo Bulega finished in 2nd. Alvaro Bautista clawed back points to Petrucci in the battle for P3 in the standings after he completed the rostrum 2 seconds back from his teammate. Razgatlioglu finishing almost 4 seconds clear of Nicolo Bulega at the end of the 20-lap race, with Alvaro Bautista on the podium 6 seconds back from the #1. Andrea Locatelli finishing in 4th ahead of Danilo Petrucci, who completed a remarkable back of the grid to P5 comeback ahead of Alex Lowes. Jari Montella and Garrett Gerloff both caught up in the crash in the top 10. Michael Weidemark was 11th ahead of Dominic Agser. Andrea Iannone was 13th after serving his double long lap penalty. Taron McKenzie scored points on his first race on a Ducati with 14th. Balaton Sofoglu completing the points paying positions.
For me, starting especially is easy, but after I'm trying to manage the race. But end of the laps, I feel a little bit the tire drop. But I'm managed because I have a big gap, and it's a good starting because we have 2 more races tomorrow. And but the first day is hot and also not bad for me.